My name is Aryeh Citron, and we're learning a short synopsis of page Pei Hey in Likkutei Torah of Sefer Bamidbar. The first short mimer is about Rishon Avias Nidra, the father hearing the vow, and it discusses the fact that many laws in the Torah are stringencies of the sages. And it says in the Gemara that is even more sweet to the Jewish people than the wine of the Torah, which are the secrets of the Torah. Why is it that there are so many stringencies? Why is that so important? The Alter explains it like a father who loves his son very much. So he makes all kinds of protections against the son. Like a person who has a very precious diamond, he protects it in a box within a box. And the father also wants the son to be his best behavior, and that's why Chazal also give us musar and tell us how to behave in the best possible manner. So in the time of the Beis HaMikdash, we didn't need all of these because we had naturally a love for Hashem. Nowadays, however, because we are pulled to physical desire so much, the only way we can reveal this hidden love and this great love for Hashem is through these chumras of the sages, as well as the divrei musar that they give us. This is the concept of haforas nedarim that comes from the Father. The Father refers to the level of Ava Rabbah, the great love that comes from above, and this is mefer the neder. The neder is something forbidden. Forbidden is the same word as tied. This unties us from our improper connections to physicality that we've become enmeshed in. So once again, the Father annulling the vow refers to the revelation of Hashem in our hearts, the Ava Rabbah, that helps us overcome the improper connections. This is also why we say Hataras Nedarim on the night of Yom Kippur, called Nidre, because that's the concept that when we do a proper tshuva, that helps us annul all connections that are improper and renew our full connection to Hashem. The next mimer is Eine Choil Elecha Yisaberu. We say it in Ashrei. Koil is 50, and that's referring to the 50 gates of Bina. What's a gate of Bina? What does that mean exactly? Bina is in the brain. But the gate is the way it reaches from the brain into the heart, the way a person actually feels the understanding that he has of Hashem, as a result of which he has yisaberu, he has a yearning to come close to Hashem. However, that is like a yearning of a kala who is not yet fully married, who is only betrothed, and that's why it's koil without a hey. Whereas after there is a marriage, which is kala with a hey, then there is the full unification. It's no longer yisaberu of a yearning, but it's a full unity. It's like the concept of something that you eat goes into you, becomes part of you. Because the nun share bina can be absorbed in the heart in an external way. But when the person absorbs the understanding of Hashem in the heart in an internal way, into the very depth and core of his heart, then he is in a state of yichud, so to speak, complete unity with Hashem. And that's also the concept of Pesach es yodecha umasbia l'chol chai ratzoin that we say in the next pasuk, and that means that Hashem opens His hands, and that's the idea that Hashem helps us open our heart. If we have a yearning to cleave to Hashem, Hashem helps us open our heart, just like He makes the Beis HaMikdash with His hands. He makes our heart into a Beis HaMikdash for Himself, because it says Hashem rests in the Daled Amos of Allah, which is in the heart of every person. And that's the opening of the Yud. The Yud is the beginning of the revelation. Opening it means the way it becomes a love, comes down into our hearts. And masbia l'chol chai ratzoin. And then we have a state of masbia. Masbia means satisfied, as opposed to yisaberu, when we're yearning because we're separate from Hashem. After this awareness of Hashem enters our hearts, then we're in a state of satisfaction. We're in a state of constant pleasure, so to speak, by being in the state of unity with Hashem within our hearts and within our lives. That is pretty much a summary of these two short memoirs.